let's call to order the regular meeting of the Osage Beach Planning and Zoning Committee. Let's start with Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Chairman Ebling,
Yes.
Mayor Ross, Alderman Hoffman, Commissioner Blair,
Here.
Commissioner Schuster,
Here.
Commissioner Moroz,
Here.
Commissioner Hagedorn,
Here.
Commissioner Carlson, Commissioner Haycock,
Here.
Commissioner Couts.
All right. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes from the July 14th, 2026 meeting?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? And a second. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Let's move on to the new business. We have a single-use permit case, 419, requesting a SUP to construct a single-family dwelling in a commercial zone. Carrie?
Yes, Chairman Ambling, members of the commission. So this is a request by Gage Erickson, he goes by Eric, for Lot 5 of Brook Hollow Estates for a special use permit to build a single-family home in a commercial zone. This is one of those instances where a 7-lot single-family subdivision found itself in the midst of a large number of commercial properties and was zoned commercial itself. Currently, this is the last lot that remains for a home to be built on. It's kind of one of those requests where, you know, obviously you don't rezone an individual lot or you know, probably not even a subdivision of that type with its surrounding being commercial. As always, the one thing that we want to make sure that they understand is that the properties that they are surrounded by in a commercial area like this could develop in a way that is not as conducive to single-family life as they would like. But they have submitted a site plan which meets all of our requirements, and I would recommend approval of this request based on the conditions that I have below.
Okay, I don't think the owner or... Are you a representative of Gage, or are you here to speak otherwise?
I'm the one that made the estate. I'd like to speak on his behalf, whatever, 40 years ago.
Well, you
No,
gotta come
so
up, you
either
gotta sign
come up
in, and
and-
you gotta speak into the microphone, Danny.
40 years ago, I subdivided my property to make Brook Hollow Estate. And at that time, it was all zoned commercial, and I had to get it zoned.
Can't hear.
I had to get it zoned residential back in '86 in order to build any of the homes. And now all the homes have been built, all the lots were sold. Now this gentleman bought this lot. Now he's got to get it zoned residential when the whole subdivision was residential when I subdivided it. And I'm just wondering why it's got to get rezoned residential when it was done that way 40 years ago.
Well, it's not a rezoning request. It's a special use permit in a commercial zone, but we have the property shown as general commercial. So I'll have to go back if you rezoned it at some point, but it doesn't show on our maps that it's been rezoned at any time.
Well,
I'll take a look. I don't, it honestly, it doesn't do anything to this evening and for this home.
yeah, I just heard that there was a special meeting to get it from commercial back to residential, and I go, why? And is there money involved? You know, is it costing him X amount of dollars to get it rezoned? And why is it getting rezoned back to commercial to begin with?
Our records show that it's general commercial, so if it's not, we'll have to figure that out.
Okay, well, that's all I'm here for, just to find out what's going on. I don't want this guy to have to pay to get it flipped over back to residential when I already did that, you know.
Understood.
And it's a subdivision. Every lot in that subdivision ought to be zoned residential, otherwise you can't build a house there.
Well, that's why we're here, so we're allowing him to build a house in a commercial zone.
Yeah.
So I'll check into it.
Okay, well,
And-
nice meeting you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Danny. Okay, does anybody have any questions for Carrie regarding this? If not, I would entertain a motion.
Motion approved.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Second order of new business, the Backwater Cove subdivision final plat.
Yes, Chairman Ebling, members of the commission, this is just a final plat. It's a major subdivision because it has more than 4 lots. But this is the unusual situation to where all of the service infrastructure for the entire development is already installed and it's all there. The basics and probably the one thing that you'll notice, lot 4 on there, which basically falls right in the middle, that is the location for the hotel that we approved recently. So this creates that lot so they can go ahead and be about selling the property to the hotel so they can get started this fall. The other thing that is part of this is the relocation of Beach Drive where the new entrance is. This creates the new right-of-way around that portion of Beach Drive. And then if you can look down below that portion of Beach Drive, you see kind of the dashed area. That is the previous location of Beach. And that will need to be done as a vacation of right-of-way that will go to the property owner. But that is a separate process that we'll have to do some quick claim deeds and it'll go through the Board of Aldermen for the vacation. But we'll do that at another time. But staff recommends approval of this request.
Any questions from commissioners for Carrie on this? If there are none, I would entertain a motion.
So moved.
I have a motion
Second.
and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Carrie, do you have anything else for us this evening that you would like to go over?
Just let the commission know that the Board of Aldermen heard and reviewed the 3 things that we did at the last meeting, the data centers, the parking lot for the trails, and the changes in the setback regulations, and they approved the first reading, and it'll go for a second reading at the next meeting. So those should be law before we meet again.
Any amendments on any of that?
Nope.
Anyone have anything else they want to bring up? Okay, if not, meeting adjourned. Broke my record tonight.
I didn't even get the motion.
That was quick.
Make it up for the last meeting,
I mean.